What if I told you that the credit score system you've been judged by your whole life might be on its way out? That's right, Donald Trump and his administration are pushing a change that could completely shake FICO's grip on your financial future. For decades, one company has had the power to decide if you can buy a home, finance a car, or even get approved for a simple credit card. But that monopoly might finally be coming to an end. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening, what this means for your credit, and most importantly, how you can use this change to your advantage before the system flips upside down. Think about this, 90% of lenders use FICO scores to decide if you qualify for a mortgage, a car loan, even a jet ski or a boat. And get this, over 100 billion scores have been sold by FICO to date. They've had an absolute monopoly. But here's where things get interesting. The Trump administration, through the FHFA, the Federal Housing Finance Agency, just approved a major rule change. Lenders can now look beyond FICO and start using Vantage 4.0 scores, especially for mortgages. Why is that such a big deal? Because unlike FICO, Vantage 4.0 considers rental history. That means if you've been faithfully paying your rent every month, those payments could finally count toward boosting your credit. For renters dreaming of home ownership or even an investment property, that's a game changer. Now, real quick before we dive deeper, if you've been struggling with negative items, collections, or just trying to boost your credit score, I built a private credit community that's helping people do exactly that. Inside, you'll get proven tools, training, and resources to repair your credit and unlock funding for personal or business use. It's only $99 a month right now, but the price is going up to $149 soon. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Get in while the price is still low. I'll leave the link in the description and pinned comment for you to join today. Last month, Trump's Federal Housing Finance Agency Director Bill Polk dropped a bomb on social media. He said, in following President Trump's executive order to lower housing costs, we are ensuring a truly competitive market with credit bureaus. We want them to act as real competitors, not a monopoly. And then he said, I encourage these companies to operate above board and not engage in improper collusion. Now, that was a direct jab at FICO. If you understand just how tightly they control the lending world, you know this is no small statement. Comment down below, it's time for change. If you think it's time for a change in the credit scoring industry, here's the uncomfortable truth. Negative data has been profitable for the ecosystem. Riskier borrowers pay more. Reports with lots of derogatories get pulled and re-pulled. That's why you must treat your profile like a campaign, not a scrapbook. Clean up what's wrong, time your applications, and pre-plan 30 days ahead of any big request for credit. Ask yourself, do I actually need this new account right now? Many times, restraint is the best score booster. Now, full disclosure, this is still rolling out. Lenders will be able to consider both scores, but even having options is a win for consumers. That's why I'm excited about this change. Did you know that over 85% of negative items on credit reports come from errors, not actual mistakes you made? It's not fair. And I've seen firsthand how one wrong entry can tank a score by over 100 points. And remember, your credit doesn't just decide if you can buy a home or car. It can impact your ability to land a job, especially in finance, banking, or government contracting. Even small errors can block opportunities. People have lost out on contracts or jobs because of mistakes they didn't even know were on their report. Let's quickly break down how FICO scores actually work. They run from 300 to 850. Payment history is 35%. Utilization is 30%. Length of credit history is 15%. New credit is 10%. And credit mix is also 10%. But here's the catch. There are multiple FICO models. That's why you might see one score on your app and another at the dealership. FICO 8 is most common for credit cards. FICO 9 is a bit more forgiving with medical debt. And then you've got FICO 10 and 10T that are slowly rolling out. On top of that, there are industry-specific versions like FICO Auto Scores or FICO Mortgage Scores, FICO 2, 4, and 5, depending on which bureau the lender pulls. Confusing, right? That's why many people are welcoming the Vantage 4.0 option. It rewards things like consistent rent payments and avoids penalizing consumers for situations beyond their control, like medical debt. Because let's be honest, should someone really lose 120 points over a hospital bill they never expected? Here's the bottom line. Higher credit scores mean cheaper money, lower scores mean you'll pay more to borrow. And since lenders may start looking at both FICO and Vantage, you need to take control of your reports now. So here's what you should do. Check your credit regularly. Errors happen and they can destroy your score. Pay on time. Payment history is huge, and just one slip can drop you 100 points. Watch your utilization. Keep balances low compared to your limits. Don't open too many accounts at once. It looks risky to lenders. Track your rental payments. With Vantage 4.0, this can work in your favor. We're about to see some real chess moves in the lending industry. At first, many banks will likely test the waters by running Vantage Score on certain applicants or using it side by side with FICO before making a bigger shift. On the other side, expect FICO to fight back by pushing its newer models like FICO 10T, while Vantage continues to market itself as the more inclusive and cost-effective option. Over time, as investors and underwriting systems adapt, the market will gradually reset and normalize around multiple accepted scoring paths instead of just one default. And here's the bottom line. This isn't just another headline, it's a fundamental shift in the way credit works. The monopoly era in mortgage scoring is cracking, and the playing field is opening up. If you focus on what both models value, keeping your reports clean, paying on time, keeping balances low, and making sure your rent is reported, you'll put yourself in the best position possible when it comes time to apply for that new loan, credit line, or new home. You'll put yourself in the best position possible when it comes time to apply for that new loan, credit line, or new home. At the end of the day, FICO isn't going away, at least not yet, but for the first time, consumers and lenders have an alternative. And if FICO doesn't evolve by including things like rental history, more lenders will pivot toward Vantage. That shift could open doors for millions of people who've been locked out of credit opportunities. If this helped, drop your take below. Should lenders stick with one score or let models compete? And have you checked your Vantage score next to your FICO yet? If you want guided help to clean up reports, boost scores, and prepare for funding, join my private credit community. It's packed with trainings, templates, and support to move you forward fast. It's $99 per month right now, but it's going up to $149 per month soon, so lock in the lower price today. Links in the description and pinned comment.